Coach, opening thoughts on week 2 at Syracuse.
Well, it's a great opportunity to go play a good football team. We've been there before. It's a tough place to play. I think Fran has done an amazing job in his time there of putting together a really good football team. So it's going to be a great challenge for us. But, you know, based on today's practice, our guys are wired in and they're ready to accept the challenge. But it's going to be difficult. It's going to reveal a lot. And these are the kind of games that you relish. So just got to have a great week of preparation. We've got to go out there and we've got to play as close to perfect as we can to have a chance to stay in it with these guys.
You have an injury up there on Malachi?
Malachi will not be able to play this week, but our medical team did an amazing job with him after the game. He was released from the hospital that night. He's fine. He's back with the team. He should be back next week, but he's not ready to go this week.
What was the
I'd rather not talk about it. Yeah, I think it's something that's we'll just keep it in-house.
Obviously, Syracuse is much different than what you saw last year. Was there anything you saw from the game that
Well, the only thing they're different is, you know, players, but schematically they're the same. Special teams have a new coordinator, so they're a little bit different there, but we've played against this scheme before. We've played against this coordinator before. What I see is a big physical, talented football team. You know, a new quarterback who I think played well, big receivers, big offensive line, you know, kind of a reconstructed defense per se. They've had, I think, 6 changes, but they brought in some really good players. They've grown their own players. I mean, it's a hell of a challenge for us. I mean, they're an ACC team. They were, you know, I think they beat 9 bowl teams last year. I think they ended up 10-3 or something like that. I mean, they're pretty darn good. So we're just trying to prepare to play the best we can.
How do you manage the team's confidence coming off, you know, that season opener the last 3 years? I mean, that was the first season opener win here since 2019. But how do you manage the confidence coming into this week?
We don't talk about it. I mean, we just every day is a new day. We live, like I said, you know, kind of right here and focus on being the best we can every day. We make the corrections on Sunday and Monday, and then we move on to Syracuse, you know, and it's a whole new proposition. It's a whole new journey. It's a new challenge, and so we just refocus, you know, we reset. And, you know, we believe that confidence comes from hard work, attention to detail, focus, taking good notes in meetings, going out and having great practices, understanding the game plan, working hard in the weight room, doing the things that you do have to do off the field to get yourself ready. And if we do those things consistently, which our guys have shown the ability to do, then we feel like we can walk on the field with a sense of confidence on Saturday. And then you have to execute. You know, then you have to execute against a really good team this week.
Jim, you always approach these big games like this as an opportunity rather than not. I mean, it's a good chance for your team.
Yep, it is. But we don't approach any game differently than another, because I think that's when you get the roller coaster effect. And so we're going to prepare every week to play our best against whoever we play. This week it just so happens to be a really good Syracuse team, but that can't affect how we prepare. Like, you know, we can't last week prepare at one level and then this week prepare at another and then the next week at another and the next, because that's an inconsistent football team. So our focus is always about being the best we can be on that day. And to me, that's the best way to do it, especially when you're dealing with younger players, you know, younger men, younger adults, you know, teaching them how to stay consistent in their approach to everything and consistently excellent in their approach to everything. I think that's the best way to do it, to build confidence, to build consistency.
How much do you enjoy the idea of the regional rivalry? You played them a couple, 3 times before. You have 3 more games that you after this one. To have that regional rivalry, not just against the Power 4 team, but that, you know, that when you think UConn and Syracuse, there is something there, whether it's basketball or football.
Yeah, that doesn't factor in for me. Once again, those are things that I can't control. They don't matter to us. What matters is that at 12:03 we kick it off against Syracuse. I'll tell you what I do like about it is that it's a 53-minute flight. And so for us, that's better for us in terms of our preparation.
You look back on film, was there more to life than you thought immediately after the
I think it was about like I felt coming off the field. You know, I mean, I love the explosives we put up. We still left a lot out there. I was disappointed in the penalties, like I said, after the game, and some of the big plays that the penalties erased. I thought defensively, you know, we were a little soft early, and then we firmed up. I feel we were a little hesitant early, and then we kind of settled in. But God, it feels like a long time ago that we watched that film. No, it was about like I thought. You know, there was some good, there was some bad. You know, there was nothing to be exuberant about. There was nothing to be depressed about. It was just, hey, there's hope. There's a lot of things we got to do better, and we've got to do a great job as a coaching staff of putting our players in the right position to do the things they do well, so they have a chance to have success. And that's our goal every day.
Do you see an opportunity to pressure the quarterback this week? Is that something that?
That's always important to try to do, you know. But you have to earn the right to get in a position to pressure them. You know, if a team's running the football at you and getting into third and, you know, medium, third to short, then it's really hard to get where you can pin your ears back and go after them because it's not obvious pass situations. So anytime you can get any team in a third and longer, then you have a chance to, you know, maybe get after them a little bit more. So you have to earn that right. And it's no different this week than any other week. That's up to us, you know, to take care of the run game, to take care of the short passing game on first and second down, handle the play action stuff, force some bad throws, you know, make some plays on the ball, do things like that. So earning the right to rush the passer is something we've got to improve.
Are you happy with the way the linebacking crew, the linebacking crew played in that game?
At times, but once again, kind of like everything, just the inconsistency, you know, the down-to-down lack of precision or certainty is something that has to improve right now. You know, it'd be easy to sit here and say, well, it was the first game, but these guys are experienced players, all right? And maybe they haven't played in the system, but they played football. So we expect to see a big jump in performance as we go through the season, and that needs to start this week.
What are just overall thoughts on Syracuse? What are the challenges with them?
All over the field. I mean, you know, listen, they replaced a really good quarterback with a really good quarterback. They've got a running back who's a big bruiser who scored 3 touchdowns last week. They're physical on the front. They're big and physical at wide receiver. They've got active tight ends. You know, they've been successful throwing the ball, and we know they can run the ball. Defensively, they are really good up front. They've got a really good defensive line. They've got some new linebackers, but they're big, physical, and they're active. I think their secondary is really, really athletic, you know. So I think their kicking game has always been solid. You know, you see Fran Brown's personality all over that team. I mean, they're tough, they're hard-nosed, they're disciplined, they're gritty, they're going to get after you. I mean, he's a Jersey guy, right? And they play with that attitude, you know. They play with a chip on their shoulder. So you know that in order to have any success against these guys, you've got to bring your very, very best every single play. All right?
Good. All right.
Was I boring today? I'm sorry. You guys have a good day.